Third quarter 2021, my best new makeup finds. Hello beautiful people, this is Anne, Fabulous Life 101. Thanks for tuning in today. And hey, if you're not already a subscriber, could you please hit that subscribe button and the bell notifications right now. Now thanks so much. On my channel, I cover everything from makeup to meditation to fashion to anything that makes you feel more fabulous at any age. Well, today, the first week in October, I'm just kind of summarizing the products that I bought the last 3 months, the third quarter of 2021. I bought a little bit of everything: foundation, eyeshadow palettes, lip products, cheek products, brow products. What did I like? What were my very best? I'm including in this drugstore products, prestige products, and online products. These were my favorites. I'm going to start with the foundations. Back in July, I bought Catrice True Skin $11 foundation, hydrating foundation from the drugstore. I also bought Honest Company CC Cream, clean corrective with vitamin C, tinted moisturizer, also serves as a great foundation. Then later during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, I bought the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation and Bye Bye Foundation from IT Cosmetics. This is a full coverage moisturizer. So basically I got 2 CC creams with moisturizers and 2 foundations. They're all fantastic. I'm glad I bought all 4 of these. I use all 4 of these regularly. As far as the CC creams go, this is definitely the best buy if you don't have the 21 Days of Beauty half price. But this one I think has a little more sunscreen, maybe a little more moisturizer. So it's apples and oranges. Both really good. I highly recommend both the Honest Company and IT Cosmetics. As far as the foundations go, while I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills, if I did not have it on special, I don't know whether I would buy it again. This one, I'm going to definitely keep on buying. Catrice True Skin, I got the Neutral Sand. 030 was the color I bought. It's hydrating. It goes on so smooth. It lasts all day, doesn't settle into lines. I just found this to be one of my favorite foundations of the past several years. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about Catrice. As far as brow products go, I'm still very loyal to Anastasia, but there are a couple of drugstore items that really impressed me this past quarter. One was from NYX, the Brow Glue. With the Brow Glue, it holds your brows in place, helps them if yours tend to be a little bit unruly. It's a way to get them to sort of stand up and then fill in to help get towards that sort of perfect full brow look that I go for. So this works better than any other product I've tried in terms of getting the brows to stay in place. And as far as fill in, I just discovered just this week this by CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Draw and Fill. The shape and all is very similar to the Anastasia. It's a lot cheaper. They did not have as many colors as Anastasia though. I got the blonde, which maybe is a little bit light, but the brown looked a little bit dark. But it does do the job. It just, after setting them in place, just filling in where they're a little bit sparse, a little bit thin. Like I said, this by CoverGirl, I think it's the best low-cost alternative to the Anastasia. So this is on my list of the best 2 products that at least new to me this quarter. Now let's go to the eyeshadows. I bought 1 palette during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. This is the Norvina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and it's one of my favorites. It's a great little palette to take with you because it has so many color stories in here. Top line, all shimmers. Bottom row, all mattes. Just beautiful. You can do all kinds of color combinations. Shiny, matte, whatever you want with this little palette. Has a nice little mirror. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes, and I never bought any eyeshadow from Anastasia before. But also, I did not have any fallout, or it spread really easily, blended really easily. So yeah, a high raise for this. Now from Jeffree, Pink Religion. This is the complete pink story. Everything you want pink, including some getting into some reds and purples that you could ever dream of in one palette. And like all of Jeffree's palettes, the formula is exquisite. Heavily pigmented, not a lot of fallout. He has some beautiful shimmers in here. Overall, I love this, but I don't know whether it's going to be a very favorite or not, because while it's the perfect pink story, it's only really pinks. You don't have any of the contrasting nudes, or like maybe a silver or gold or a gray or brown to sort of accent the pinks. You have to kind of dig into another palette or into maybe a liner or something in order to get that. So for that reason, I think my favorite palette of the month is going to be the Norvina. Now for the cheeks, well, they're kind of two products vying for the title of the best. One is that I purchased back in July from the Honest Company, Honest Beauty. This is Rose Pink Cream Cheek Blush. And it's just very like smudgy. Just put it on your cheeks and rub it in. And it's just a nice little glow. The second one I just bought this past weekend, and it's a brand new product from e.l.f. called Putty Blush. You know I love e.l.f. Putty Primer, so I'm curious what the Putty Blush would be like. Well, it's not as soft and jelly as the Putty Primer, but it's just a nice little finger blush, very similar to the Honest Company, and this is a little pinker shade. I have so many in sort of a rose or bronze, and I thought I'd get the pink for this. Again, it just goes on very smooth, gives you just a touch of color. I don't really have any preference. These are both top of my list. Both very affordable drugstore brands, e.l.f. and the Honest Company. Now let's get to the concealers. I'm trying one product brand new today. This is actually a really more of a color corrector, Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. And this is in a peach, which if you tend to get slight dark circles, is a great little color corrector. Makes a great little color corrector. I think I've got a little too much on there, but let me get the mirror, rub it in. Probably best handled with the finger. It adds a little bit of glow. And if you do tend to have like a dark circle, whether it be sort of more of a blue or brownish color, it really just brightens it up a bit. So I do like this. It is a little bit luminous though, so I would not wear it by itself, but it's great under a concealer. My hands down favorite concealer that I bought this past quarter, and probably that I bought the past year or so, is this Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Rare. It's just the right amount of consistency. It doesn't settle into lines. Just tap a little bit in where the dark circles are, and maybe like right under the eye. Sometimes I'll do a little bit right under the brow line as well. Then I can use either my finger or sponge to blend in. Now the runner-up has to be from Joa Truly Yours Dark Circle Concealer. This one has this little powder puff thing at the end. Once you get the product out, it's very nice, very soft, very similar to the, not quite as good as the Lancome, but sort of a similar effect. So this is probably my best drugstore buy, and the Lancome is my best all around. And what I do after my concealer, I take my sponge, spray a little setting spray on it, and just tap it in again. And that gets to another favorite product, this Sudden Change 3-Minute Under Eye Firming Serum. The directions say to put it on a clean face, no moisturizers, no anything. You can mix it with your foundation. However, that doesn't really work with me, because if I put anything on top of it, it pretty much dissolves and loses the effect. Any powders over it causes it to flake. So I find after I've done my makeup, what I'll do is I'll just tap it with the setting spray, let the setting spray completely dry, and it gives your face sort of a natural skin-like finish. Then I'll take a drop of this and put a drop under each eye. Actually, that's a big enough drop. I can probably do both eyes with that. And just put it along the area where you get lines. I just sort of combination tap and smooth the areas where I get lines or bags. And just keep the face completely still for about 3 minutes and let it dry. Now let's discuss highlighters. I bought 2 highlighters over the past quarter. One from Jeffree Star online business, Sacred Glass. This was part of the Pink Religion collection. It's absolutely stunning and gorgeous. However, unlike a lot of the other Jeffree highlighters, there's not as much color to this as it is just sparkle. So if you just want to get a little bit of sparkle, this is great. The nude colors, I sometimes, when I'm using the Pink Religion eye palette, I will sometimes use that just to give a little extra sort of a goldish shimmer as opposed to a pink shimmer over that palette. It is more sparkle than tint. The other highlighter I bought is from a company called Flower. Flower, locally they sell it in a few CVS stores and Kroger stores. I wasn't really familiar with this brand, but I thought I'd give it a try, and I really do like this palette. Not that crazy about the brush, but the shades here, this is like a beautiful rose gold, and it's awesome to put on like right sort of over your blush a little bit and just give it a little extra shimmer. This is great to put like along the forehead, or because it has a little bit of a bronze but at the same time of a shine. I do love this Flower palette. It was $14. I think this is going to be among my favorites. So I think this gets my thumbs up as the best highlighter of the past quarter. Okay, now we're going to get into the lips. I did not buy a lot of lip products, but 2 that are going to be on my favorite list. Both of them are lip plumpers. So I do find that I have to use moisturizing lip products as well with these. But one of them is the Buxom Pop Star. This is actually a lipstick and lip plumper. And this one, Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Gloss. A lot of nice shimmer to this, sort of more of a matte tone to these. Both among my favorites. I think if I were to pick one, I'd probably pick the Lip Injection because generally wearing a plumping lipstick I think is a bit drying. The Lip Injection, you can put a moisturizing lipstick and then top it with this. So that would probably be my favorite lip product for the past quarter. And then that goes to one of the final things were my eye pencils. I did a whole video on these, but my 2 favorites, definitely favorite drugstore brand, L.A.Girl's Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner. And as far as prestige brands, it's going to be the Stila Stay All Day Smudge Stick. These are among my favorites. So I pretty much used all of these new products on my face today. Well, I bought a lot of things the past quarter. These were the best, and these are the ones that I'm probably going to be buying more of and using on a regular basis. By the way, if you had a favorite product over the past quarter that you've discovered, maybe something brand new or something new to you, I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment down below. And if you like this video, could you please give us a thumbs up? Thanks so much for watching. Have a fabulous day. Peace, love, and light.